Introducing a new day of the week. It's called Someday. Now, everything you were going to do someday is on the calendar. Want to retire someday? You'll want a My Social Security account to help you get ready. Get yours at socialsecurity.gov.
I'm Tiffany. I have some tips for you on how to quit smoking like I did. First, I did some reading about it. I found a lot of great advice on how to quit smoking and picked out the ways I thought would work best for me. I started by setting a quit date. Then I threw out my ashtrays, lighters, and matches. I did other things too, like exercising more, and it worked. But I'd still get cravings, especially on long car rides. To help me with that, I put a picture of my mother in my car. She died of lung cancer from smoking cigarettes when I was only 16. Now I have a 16-year-old daughter. That picture of my mother reminds me that I don't want to miss all the things my daughter is going to do in her life, including turning 17.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
Ariana Grande.
What's up, everybody? I'm Bonzi. This is Calvin Harris.
This is Camila Cabello.
Hey, I'm Dua Lipa.
Hey guys, I'm Halsey.
Hey, what's up? It's Sal.
Hey everyone.
This is Selena.
It's Selena.
This is Shawn Mendes.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
This is Zed.
This is K-Joy.
This is Vincent R. What's up, guys? Twitch and Scratch. You're listening to DaBooth312 on WIIT 88.9 FM Chicago.
And this is Fresh.
Reaching the World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of The Booth.
I got broads in Atlanta, just to the lean the family, credit cards in the scammers, hitting the licks in the
family. Check us out each and every Sunday on The Booth 312. Hopefully, you guys are doing all right. You notice in the Chicagoland area, we're starting to see a little snow flurries again, so be prepared. You might be getting more snow. If I see one of our co-hosts jump up and run out of here because he's got to go to work, I know for a fact that we got a bad snow warning, so hopefully we don't see Dave running out of the studio. All right, guys, so we got a lot to talk about today. We're going to be talking about a little bit about the coronavirus. We're not talking about Corona the drink. We're talking about the actual virus. They're getting people sick in Asia and here in the U.S., so make sure you guys stick around for that one. Also, we got some breaking news that we have one confirmed report from TMZ that Kobe Bryant has died in a helicopter crash. So we're going to be talking about that. Now, right now, TMZ is the only one that's actually confirming this. All the other news articles are just stating that there's 5 people dead. So we're going to be following this throughout our show to keep you guys abreast as to what's going on. And if this is true,
that would be a tragic loss.
It really would, you know. Tragic so we'll have to wait and see. Derek Jones is not in here, not because he has coronavirus, but because he has a bad tooth. I told you, D. I'll pull it out myself for you if you want. But you know, we do miss you, brother, and can't wait to get back in the studio. So hopefully we'll see you back in the studio again soon. You guys are gonna be hearing a live mix by our very own. The man who's trying to stay awake right now because he had a long night. We have the Black Door. Ron Tinsley is going to be throwing down for you guys, so he'll be throwing the resident mix. We also have Randall Dean coming into the studio today with Lady D, and we'll be talking to them. Randall's got a new release. We're going to be talking about that. We'll be playing it here as well, so you guys get a chance to hear that. If you guys weren't here last week, we actually played it in the rotation, so it was played then as well. But you guys will be hearing that in our rotation. It's a great soulful house mix, so you'll be hearing that. You don't want to miss that one. Also, we may be talking about another Sunday event that's going on, so we'll stick around for that one. We'll see what happens. But if you guys love house music, you guys want to make sure you stick around for the house sound. Otherwise, what's been going on with you guys? I know, like I said, last night was, I wouldn't say an epitome, but it was definitely another plateau that Ron Tinsley reached, and he was so excited about. And I'll let you guys hear it straight from him. So go ahead, Ron.
Well, for those that got a chance to come out last night to exit, thank you for checking out.
I got broads in Atlanta, just to the lean the family, credit cards in the scammers, hitting the licks in the
and just supporting and showing the love that you all did. It was a packed house. Our good friend, everybody that could be there was there. Nate was there. We were talking about it earlier. Rob was in the house. We had Rick Johnson, a whole slew of people. Rose Villanova was in the house with her girlfriend. Just, I want to give mad thanks and ups to Mr. Bobby and his crew over there at Exit for hosting it and putting it on for us. I would like to give a big shout out to one of the people I look up to in the house music industry, and that's Chippy. Great guy. Got a chance to meet him and his wife yesterday. I actually played before Chippy, and Chippy came on, had a great set, and just the vibe and the crowd at Exit was just off the chain. Everybody was having a good time, dancing. You hear a lot of people screaming, carrying on. And then Adonis, after Chippy's set, did an awesome set as well. So it was a late night. I'm a little raspy right now, but
you did a lot of screaming yourself, huh?
No, it's just when you're all sweating, and we were putting it down yesterday, and then you have to go out in the cold, and your pores are still open. That's what happens. So I'm a little raspy this morning, but I'm fighting through it. But it was just a great time. It seemed like a lot of Chicago DJs were out doing their thing last night. The Cutting Crew was doing their thing. Some members of the Cutting Crew.
Yes, sir.
Guys from my collective Triple Threat, Vince and Rafa were out at the Bamboo Lounge last night, and then going over to Dragon Room. So Glen Underground was throwing down at the Post last night. So it was a lot of house music being thrown down. And if you didn't get out last night, you missed some really good hot music all over. So, more to come. You can find out about other events right here at the Booth 312 each and every Sunday when we're live on the air. And if it's something that you would like us to mention, give us a holler. We don't know we're not schwammies. Schwammy. And finding out we can't just put on the Miss Cleo hat and be like, okay, there's a party going over there over on Stony Island, and it's a $10 cover. So come on over there and support them house music guys over there. Yeah. No, we don't know. So let us know if you have an event coming up. Give us enough time to review it, and you might get your event, promoted right here on the radio station, as well as if you are promoting DaBooth 312, letting the house music community know what we're doing here. We're doing this for the love of house and for the house music community overall.
That's right. And make sure you guys go to DaBoothRadio.com. That's DABOOTH radio.com. Check it out right there, and make sure you guys share and show the love on there. You can check out all the events right there, and also check out our charts to see what's popping right now in the house music community, what songs you want to hear and don't want to miss. All right, guys, stick around right here for more to come. We are going to have some great mixes for you guys, so stick around. And also, you guys want to find out what's going on with Kobe Bryant and the story on that. All right, stick around right here for DaBooth 312, broadcasting from WIT 88.9 FM in Chicago and DaBoothRadio.com.
y'all. Listen up, y'all. Listen up, listen up, listen up, listen up, listen up, listen up, listen up. Everybody listen up, come on. Keep it moving. Shot-town, here we go. Y'all ready? Yep. Baseline. For me to flex. Come on. AP about to come correct for these real OGs giving mad respect. That's right. Here we go. About to wreck it. Lend me your ear just for a second. Gonna hurt them, y'all. Call a medic. House gangsters, we got credit. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. House grew with a flow so fluid. All in batteries included. Shot-town and we deeply rooted. That's right. What you see is what you get. By the time that we hit the reset, we go 1, 2, and 3. Represent for the HOUSC. We do work. My name, ALEX, with a flow so raw, no special effects. Hip house is the name of the game. All aboard this funky house train. All aboard. Shot City, we must reclaim that sound that brought this city to fame. Here we go. Won't stop, no, I won't quit. Doper than y'all like to admit. Worldwide, yes. Transmit. Keep it true with another dope hit. Hit it. What you see is what you get. By the time that we hit the reset, come on. We go 1, 2, and 3. Represent for the HOUSC. We do work. Come
Hey, this is Ariana Grande.
What's up, everybody? I'm Bonzi. This is Calvin Harris.
This is Camila Cabello.
Hey, I'm Dua Lipa.
Hey guys, I'm Halsey.
Hey, what's up? It's Lau.
Hey everyone.
This is Salade.
It's Selena.
This is Shawn Mendes.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
This is Zed.
This is K-Joy.
This is Vincent R.
What's up, guys? Twitch and Scratch. You're listening to Booth 312 on WIIT 88.9 FM Chicago.
And this is fresh.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Booth 312, broadcasting on WIT 88.9 FM in Chicago and theboothradio.com. All right, guys, if you were tuning in at the beginning of the show, you guys heard there's some sad news in NBA right now. It's been confirmed through TMZ that Kobe Bryant has died in a helicopter crash. If you guys have ever followed Kobe or the NBA, Kobe likes to show up to the games in his helicopter at the Staples Center, and unfortunately, I guess it's confirmed that there's five deaths. Yeah, 5 deaths in total. Not Kobe's children or wife. They are confirmed to be alive and well. So Vanessa Bryant and their daughters are alive and well. Kobe was with 4 other people, including the pilots. When they, I guess, reports of people in the area had stated that they started to hear sputtering coming from the helicopter, and then there was a fire, and then they ultimately crashed. And so right now, Kobe Bryant is no more. I'm sure more reports are going to come out as to who was with Kobe. That has not been released yet. We just know for confirmed that Kobe Bryant was one of the 5 passengers. Or 5 people in the helicopter, but we don't know who the others were that were flying with him. So our prayers and condolences go out to Kobe, his family, and a newborn child. They just in June they just had a newborn child, Capri.
Okay. Well, the whole Laker and NBA family out there, our condolences from the Booth 312 on the loss of one of the legends of basketball. So it's never easy to take a loss like that, especially Kobe was at a very young age. I mean, he wasn't old by any means. He was still very youthful. So, our hats go off and our condolences to the family and friends of Kobe Bryant.
Yeah. I'm sure more as more comes, we'll try to let you guys know. So we get more information, during our show. We'll definitely try to keep you guys up to date with who else was lost in that accident. So yeah, I mean, like you said, Ron, we can't call it. That's why I always say, live life to the fullest. Live each day to your best, because you don't know when it's your time.
No one is promised tomorrow. No one is, and Kobe did a lot for the community in LA, helping with kids, United Way. Right off the top of my head, I know that he was part of a lot of other functions that did things for the community and for children. So right off the top of my head, I know he was part of United Way. And, the guy, I never met Kobe Bryant, but from what everybody that I've known that met him or have been around the guy, said he was a very class act guy, so it's just tough when you lose someone like that, and it's never a right time, but definitely with the things that are going on in our country right now, that is just somber news to be hearing, so again, hats off to Kobe and his family, and may you rest in peace, brother.
Yeah, no, definitely. So you guys stick around right here. We have a lot more to come. Again, we're going to let you guys know up-to-date information. If we do find out who else was involved in that crash. Again, we have Randall Deaton coming in, talking about his new track. You guys don't want to miss out about that soulful track. And if you guys been listening last week, we played it last week, and we'll be playing it again today. You guys don't want to miss this new release. It's growing in the charts, and it's definitely going on. So if you guys are into Soulful House, you're going to love this track.
He did this track with one of our other previous guests, DJ Immaculate. They did a duo, or they co-collaborated on that track, and DJ Emmanuel, I was just talking with him the weekend before last. He was over at Suave Sunday over at Wiseow, and, he was playing it there as well. So, these guys are doing their thing, and, Immaculate is making his name and his mark in the house music community. Of course, he was at the Chosen Few this past summer. Got a chance to play on the big stage with the Chosen Few. So, Randall Dean, another Chicago homegrown guy, and DJ Immaculate. And we're going to also have Lady D come in. She's supposed to be doing a remix of that original track between Immaculate and Randall Dean. So we're going to talk to her about that as well a little later in the show. But as Robin mentioned, we were talking about the coronavirus, and as of right now, it's in 2 cities. Hasn't been a third one announced as of yet, but we're going to talk more about that a little bit later in the segment. But just we don't want to cause panic. I was at work on Friday, and when the report came out of there were some cases here in Chicago, faces of a lot of my coworkers were like, "What?" A lot of people were freaking out. And if you were flying anytime recently, like this weekend, you saw the what do they call them? Not the marshals, but the
CDC.
CDC with the
FEMA
airport security doing these checks. Because they're trying to keep the spread of this down to a minimum. So. Yeah. We'll talk more about that later in the hour as well.
Now, another report we're getting, it's unconfirmed as of right now. I'm waiting for a confirmed report, but there's talk that Rick Fox was also in the helicopter.
Oh, man.
So we're waiting for a confirmed report on that. We'll let you guys know. Again, stick around right here on DaBooth312. We'll let you guys know more. As it comes in, we're getting our headlines through TMZ, so we'll let you guys know from them. All right, stick around right here on DaBooth312, broadcast from WIT 88.9 FM in Chicago and DaBoothRadio.com.
guys dance with one girl, and she'll be in the middle, and they would be in a circle around her, and they would jack. 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 Jack.
Hey, this is Ariana Grande.
What's up, everybody? I'm Bozzy. This is Calvin Harris.
This is Camila Cabello.
Hey, I'm Dua Lipa.
Hey guys, I'm Halsey.
Hey, what's up? It's Lau.
Hey everyone.
This is Salada.
It's Selena.
This is Shawn Mendes.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
This is Zed.
This is K-Joy.
This is Vincent R.
What's up, guys? Twitch and Scratch. You're listening to Booth 312 on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago.
And this is fresh.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Booth 312. If you're just tuning in right now, we've been talking about some breaking news. For all you sports fans out there that follow basketball, Kobe Bryant was killed today in a helicopter crash. News reports are coming in, being updated every few minutes. Latest report we got that one of Kobe's daughters, Gianna Marie, otherwise known as Gigi, 13 years old, was also in that crash along with her father and lost her life as well. 5 people total are said to have died in this crash. We're still waiting for confirmed reports on Rick Fox, who was allegedly in the helicopter as well. So we're waiting to get confirmation on all that lost. So if you guys are just tuning in, stay with us. We'll be trying to update you as the reports come in, confirmations on that. Also, we'll be talking about the coronavirus here on the show. Let you guys know to be safe and just make sure you stay healthy to live on, to keep jamming, and keep partying. We're going to be talking a little bit about last night's event. We definitely want to let you guys know about Chip E and his event, because he threw down with one of our very own, Ron Tinsley. And Ron can tell you a little bit more about that. And as well as Natrix will let you know his feeling on the other end of it. So let's get into it and let's find out a little bit more about last night's event at Exit. All right, Ron, what's going on with you, man? How was last night?
I'm still recovering, but as you hear, I'm constantly clearing my throat. Let me clear my throat. Last night was an awesome night. Chippy came on. It wasn't like I opened for Chippy, but I was on right before Chip came on, and when he came on the ones and twos, just the aura of that guy when he walked into the DJ booth, because you know, if you've never been to Exit is a pretty dark club. It's an underground industrial feel environment, and when Chip walked into the DJ booth, it was just like, oh wow, I'm standing next to the legendary Chip E, Time to Jack man himself, and I still had some minutes left in my set, and I was just like, you ready to get on now? You know, he was like, oh, you whatever you want to do. And he was like, no, I just got here, you know. So he got on the ones and twos, and you know, I will say right off the top of my head, I was trying to kind of have it where when Chip came on, I was imagining he was going to go into his oldies. So earlier on in the evening, some of the resident DJs were playing more of your techno, harder tech house. So I kind of slowed it down with some deep house, a little bit of tech house here, but more deep house vibe. And then Chip comes on and goes from deep house into tech house into techno, and it was awesome because I was not expecting that. He was playing for the crowd. He wasn't playing for himself. He came in there, he played for the crowd. The crowd, like I said, was loving it. I don't think I've seen anybody leaving the dance floor when Chip started his set. So it was a pretty nice packed dance floor that I tried to keep for him, you know, when he came on, and he kept the torch going. And our very own Matrix was right there, and I saw him in the crowd. I'm like, hey, what's up? So I'll turn it over to Matrix because, you know, he being on the other end of the platform could tell you from his perspective what he heard and what he saw.
Yeah, it was by chance that I made it over there. I had a choice, a right or a left. Left being go home, or right being go to the exit. And so I decided to make that right turn. And I found myself at the exit close to 2 in the morning. I took a chance. Hoping that you would be playing or you hadn't played yet. You know, had I gone earlier, I probably wouldn't have stayed that long. So it all worked out. As soon as I walked in the place,
everyone is at risk for enamel loss when you.
I came right on time. I got to hear most of your set. I was there for at least 45 minutes, and what I was hearing was just banging. It was a wonderful time. I had a great time listening to some of this music that I've never heard before. And yeah, man, you were rocking the show.
Thank you. I had originally had a hard time, and we got Rick Johnson in the station here in the studio, and he'll tell you I was banging my head against the wall Thursday, trying to figure out what I was going to play, because I wanted to go. Once again, I didn't want to go too high tempo, high energy. I was thinking more so like, once again, I'm gonna stay away from Chip's classic songs like "Time to Jack" and excuse me, and other great hits that he has on his "Time to Jack" album. And to hear him go into the tech house and the techno blew me away. And he was playing some stuff, once again, I have never heard, and the crowd was really receptive of it. And it just made a great night. And Adonis Childs came on after, and he threw down, and got a chance to talk with him previous to him going up on the decks. Really cool guy, really laid back, charismatic guy. It sounded like everybody was just having a really good time. So if you missed it last night,
shame on you.
Shame on you. I tried to invite just about everybody and their mama to come to Exit, but I understand, once again,
I think more everybody than the mama came, but yeah, there's a lot of young faces there. But
there was a lot of young.
Yeah, it was definitely. Unfortunately, I had to bounce out of there early. I do apologize for that. But yeah, I mean, from the start, it started to fill up quick, and the sounds were definitely bumping.
Dance floor kept busy. I don't think even when there was fluxes of crowds coming in and moving around, the dance floor stayed packed. So for those guys over there, again, Mark, Mr. Bobby, your crew over there, you guys do an awesome job.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the opportunity. And I would love to do some more stuff with you guys over there at Exit in the days to come. Hopefully we could get some cutting crew guys up there on the stage at Exit, and you might have to bring your turntables, do a vinyl thing, but we could talk to Bobby about that. Yeah. So, but yeah, it was a good time. I've always had a good time at Exit. My first encounter with Exit was I thought I was at the wrong place. I thought I was going into from dusk till dawn, because downstairs is more of your heavy metal, grunge metal, biker, beat 'em up, break bottles upside your head type of scenery. And then you go up the stairs and you hear this change from grunge metal to house music. And yeah, like I said, I walked through the door the first time at Exit, and I thought, I'm at the wrong place. I think I turned left instead of turning right, but I was at the right place, and it's a good time. Everybody's really cool there, really great atmosphere. So if you haven't been to Exit, check it out. It's at 1315 West North Avenue, Chicago, Illinois, right off the corner of Elston and North Avenue. So go check it out.
Yeah, it was a great time, and it was a real good feeling, with the music and everything. And you know what? Don't even be deterred by the first floor, because, I got there early, and they were really friendly, real nice, and I had to wait for the second floor to open up and everything, and yeah, it was still a great time. Again, unfortunately, I had to leave early, but it was a great time just being there and the feel, from the get-go. So that is really important. You want that great feeling when you walk in the door. That pretty much will tell you right there, am I staying or am I bouncing?
I was telling some friends that I was going to go to the Exit, and they looked at me like, what is it, BDSM night or something? Are you going to go check out? I was like, no, my buddy's playing over their house music. And so they would go to the first floor, for the heavy metal rock stuff. So they kind of thought, oh, they're doing house music there. And I was like, yeah. And they looked at me like, you're going to go over there? And I was like, yeah.
And you know what the irony to it is, if you're talking to the old school cats now, the old school house cats, they better not say anything, because back in the day, everybody partied. The goths, the preps, Latins, straights, everyone you know, once you go ahead and turn his mic back up. I fixed my problem. Yeah, I mean, everyone partied together, you know, and there was no problem in the house scene. So it didn't become till a little bit later that it's like, oh, well, we don't associate with this group and we won't party with that group, you know.
And that's when the Macy-Dixon line was drawn. I don't go past 22nd Street, and unless it's somebody being imported into Chicago, a.k.a. Black Coffee, you know, something like that, Joe Classell, we'll go up there and see them. And no disrespects to those two that I just named. They earned their name. They earned their crowd. And, you know, I follow them and I respect them as artists and DJs as well. But, you know, same people that I would see at one of those events, but when you talk to them and say, hey, I'm going to be playing at the Trophy Room, or I'm going to be playing at Spy Bar, and they're like, I don't go downtown. You know, so to each his own, you know, but I was really surprised that there was such a youthful crowd for Chip E.
Yeah, and they were really enjoying it, and that is key. Keep the youth alive, keep the sound alive in the youth, and as you know, we definitely saw that yesterday, and you guys got a chance to see more of that. So don't forget, you know, when we go to these house music sets, it's not labeled just for the old school or just the new school. It is for everyone. So make sure you guys are there for that. All right, guys. Again, real quick update. So President Trump actually tweeted about Kobe's death, saying that reports that the basketball great Kobe Bryant and 3 others have been killed in a helicopter crash in California. That is terrible news. So actually, he did comment on something more relevant.
More than himself.
So, you know, maybe someone said something to him or he's starting to show a little something. I don't know. But it is confirmed that Kobe's daughter, Gianna Marie, unfortunately was another one. She was only 13 years old. Was another one that was unfortunately lost in this tragedy. Among Kobe Bryant, 41 years old, who was lost in this. Right now, we're being told that his wife, Vanessa, was not involved with this. But again, we're getting updates as they come. And there are reports that are unconfirmed right now, but we're trying to get those confirmed of Rick Fox being involved in this tragedy as well. So you guys stick around for more to come on the reports of the helicopter crash and the loss of Kobe Bryant. Otherwise, stay tuned right here because you guys are going to be hearing a live mix by DaBooth312's very own Ron Tinsley. Stick around for more to come on DaBooth312, broadcasting from WIT 88.9 FM in Chicago and DaBoothRadio.com.
Decisions I can trace against the child in your face. Won't escape my attention. You keep your distance with a system of touch and gentle persuasion. I'm lost in admiration. Could I need you this much? Oh, you're wasting my time. You're just wasting time. Something happens and I'm head over heels. I never find out till I'm head over heels. Something happens and I'm head over heels. I don't take my heart, don't break my heart, don't throw it away. Throw it away. Throw it away. I made a vow and watching it burn. Yeah, thought of your future. We've one foot in the past, now this time. Long will it last? Now. Have you no ambition? What's the matter with my mother and my brothers? Used to nothing ever changes when you're acting, you're in dreaming. I'm of nothing that's done. It's hard to be a man when there's a nothing ever changes when you're acting, you're in so something happens and I'm head over heels. I never find out till I'm head over heels. Something happens and I'm head over heels. I don't take my heart, don't break my heart, don't throw it away.
You pledged your life to serve. You made sacrifices, lost loved ones. At VA, we don't see the falls you've taken. We see the 1,000 times you've stood back up. We embrace your uniqueness and won't trivialize your hardships. We can't promise to heal all wounds or wash away all trauma, but we do see a path forward. We see all veterans. We see you. Learn how treatment works and recovery is possible. Visit maketheconnection.net.
It's hard to keep track of all the health information that comes your way, but you still want to make the right decisions. Here's an easy one. Get tested for hepatitis C. It's a leading cause of liver cancer and often has no symptoms. People born from 1945 to 1965 are 5 times more likely to have hepatitis C. The good news is that now it can be cured. Talk with your doctor about getting a blood test for hepatitis C. Know for sure. A message from the CDC.
I'm Dua Lipa.
Hey guys, I'm Halsey.
Hey, what's up, it's Val.
Hey everyone.
This is Selena.
It's Selena.
This is Shawn Mendes.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
This is Zed.
This is K-Joy.
This is Vincent R. What's up, guys? Twitch and Scratch. You're listening to Booth 312 WIIT 88.9 FM Chicago.
And this is fresh.
Original World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
This revolution is not a rerun, brothers. This revolution is live.
cannot ask. You gotta do it. 'Cause you feel it, 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 feel Make you wanna do right, make you wanna do wrong. Make you come on early, love and happiness. Make you come on early.
Hey, this is Ariana Grande.
What's up, everybody? I'm Bozzy. This is Calvin Harris.
This is Camila Cabello. Hey, I'm Dua Lipa. Hey guys, I'm Halsey.
Hey, what's up? It's Al.
Hey everyone.
This is Selena.
It's Selena.
This is Shawn Mendes.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
This is Zed.
This is K-Joy. This is Vincent R. What's up, guys? Twitch and Scratch. You're listening to DaBooth312 WIIT 88.9 FM Chicago.
And this is fresh.
This is radio station HIP-HOUSE. There's a lot of rumors going around the nation that hip house isn't getting the respect it deserves. And here, to gain that respect, is hip house recording artists Cool Rocksteady and Sundance. And now, let's continue with the dance program.
Wake up, everybody, and look alive. Come on and get aboard this hip house ride. Cool Rocksteady is back again, proud to say one of the creators of this trend. Y'all remember me from Turn Up the Bass? Yeah, boy, that rocked the place. Then I came out with a couple of more jams. Now everybody knows who I am. First of all, let's get one thing straight. Hip house is the dance craze of today. Cool Rocksteady didn't come by herself, but came with a female, and boy, she's deaf. So Sundance, since you in the place to be, don't hold back, grab the MIC and go off, girl, like a real queen, and just go off and get funky.
The D, the A, the N, the C, the E is getting busy. You know what I mean? I'm flowing, showing. Most of y'all chicks don't be knowing about the new sound. Spreading around cool rock, rap, son, cause you know I'm down. Hip house, the money is real. You're rocking my ruling.
Yeah, dancing, chill.
I'm stepping up, sorta like a prisoner. The queen and beat for a track with charisma. Son get waxed, I like that. Chopping them down like a lumberjack. But the hip house, when I say it louder. Who rock the song, we attract the crowder. Pipes to the dance floor, and I won't shout. I get the job done, ain't no stopping hip house.
There's been so many things that's held us down. There's been so many things that's held us down. There's been so many things that's held us down. But now it looks like things are finally coming around.
House music, suckers, y'all gonna make me lose it. Hip hop is in full effect, so why can't you give hip house a little respect? Yo, Sundance, you had a #1 jam, right?
Yeah, get on up.
Get up, get on up.
Cool Rocksteady's an entrepreneur. If you diss this, we gotta go to war. Hip house is world renowned and is known as the new dance sound. From London to Rome is how it's known, coming hard on the charts, just ripping apart. Lyrics are being dropped like an atom bomb. Anybody, anywhere, just come and get some. Yo, Sundance, where you at, baby? Grab the MIC, snap and go crazy.
The lady's back again, so what's up? Love to hip house while you shaking the butt. Groupies, I pick them, watch me trick them. Those that dissing, I'll just stick them by the hip house thing. New form of music and I bet you swing. Music is so able to play local. Sax is open, so it's my vocals. Can't be stopped, who rock is with me. This is up, cause I know you hear me. They don't pump the bass, so yo, just kick it. It's so hype, they don't need to remix it. Tired of the way this frontin' that wanna be. Made the rhyme, so I bet you'll run to me. Say what I got to say, and I will shout, Sundance is on. No stopping hip house.
There's been so many things that's held us down. There's been so many things that's held us down. There's been so many things that's held us down. But now it looks like things are finally coming around. Ain't no stopping us now.
We're rolling up. Ain't no stopping hip house. Ain't no stopping hip house.
Ain't no stopping us now.
We're rolling up. Ain't no stopping hip house. Ain't no stopping, ain't no stopping. Ain't no stopping hip house. Ain't no stopping, ain't no stopping hip house. Ain't no stopping hip house. Ain't no stopping,
Hey, this is Ariana Grande.
What's up, everybody? I'm Bozzy. This is Calvin Harris.
This is Camila Cabello. Hey, I'm Julie. Hey guys, I'm Halsey.
Hey, what's up? It's Sal.
Hey everyone.
This is Selena.
It's Selena.
This is Shawn Mendes.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
This is Zed.
This is K-Joy. This is Vincent R. What's up, guys? Twitch and Scratch. You're listening to DaBooth312 WIIT 88.9 FM Chicago.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to DaBooth312, broadcasting from WIT 88.9 FM in Chicago and DaBoothRadio.com. Hopefully, you guys are doing all right. If you guys are just tuning in and you haven't heard it, there's sad news today in the NBA and the Lakers realm. Today, Kobe Bryant was involved in a helicopter crash and did not make it. Along with Kobe, it's been confirmed that his daughter also lost her life in this, his 13-year-old daughter, Gianna. Now, there was rumors that Rick Fox was involved in this accident as well, but those rumors are not true. It's been confirmed through Rick Fox's attorney that Rick Fox was not, I repeat, was not among those who lost their life
Thank goodness.
in the helicopter crash today. Further have not been dissolved. We don't know the other. There was a total of 5 people that were involved in this, and we don't know who the other 3 were that lost their lives during this crash. So we are waiting for more updates on all this. Shaquille O'Neal and a lot of other celebrities have posted and commented on this ordeal. Again, it's a major loss to NBA and to the Lakers. What can I say? I mean, it is a sad tragedy, and what can we do? You know, I mean, you never know when it's your time, so live life to the fullest.
I mean, we lost a humanitarian as well as a great superstar athlete. So, excuse me again. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm coming down with something, but
It's not the coronavirus.
No, I just have a scratchy throat. But you know, it's sad that he passed away. Him and his daughter, you know, together passed away, and you know that's just horrible. You know, it's I said earlier, and I really mean it. A lot of people say on the news and on the radio, we give our our thoughts and prayers to the family, but you know, I truly mean that. Not to eat up a lot of time on this segment, but you know, I got trained. It was a honor, but it was an unfortunate job that I had to do while I was in the military. I got trained in what they call CACO services, and if you don't know what CACO, I can't tell you the exact meaning of what CACO stands for, CACO, but what it is basically if a service member dies, whether in training or at war, someone from the Marine Corps, in this instance, will go to that family's house, and you know, you have the undaunting task of saying, Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so, I hate to inform you that, we regret to inform you that your son, your daughter, is no longer with us. And I've had that daunting task to do that once. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget the face that the young widow had. You know, she knew as soon as she saw me in the chaplain in our dress uniforms what was going on. So I say that in a somber voice because, you know, somebody had to go to Mrs. Bryant and tell her, not only is your husband gone, but your daughter is gone. And that is an undaunting task. And for those men and women that are first responders, I take my hat off to you too, because that is one of the duties that you have to do. So, you know, our hearts and minds and prayers go out to the Kobe family. You know, Godspeed on a very slow recovery. And just know that everybody here is with you.
That's right. Also, I'll let you guys know we will be trying to update you as much as we can for the duration of the show. They will be holding a news conference shortly detailing the fatal incident, and I believe all of those who had lost their life in this incident. We do have one of our other residents going to be throwing down for you today. Unfortunately, one of our guests was not able to make it. Randall Dean will not be here. But that's okay. We still have a great mix lined up for you because, as always, we try to keep that music going for you and keep that vibe alive. So we're going to have, he's staring at me. Look at this guy. Well, it's because it doesn't have vinyl. I get it, man. You don't have the wax.
He does. So. He's an all-around DJ. Okay, he's an all-around DJ.
Yeah, he's all around here, all around there, and all around the world. And so, you know.
We got Miss Yvette in the house with us, joining us. And we'll be talking with her in the other half of the segment after Dave C's mix, where he beats it up. But we'll
get to know a little bit more about Sloppy Sundays. I mean, Suave Sundays.
Suave Sundays.
Well, you know, with all that sweat and all that dancing, I know you guys are always jumping in there. So, well, you know, when you're sweating so much after all that music, it gets a little sloppy, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't get sloppy.
I don't know. When
you're so cool.
Sunday.
You're so cool. You can't sweat.
She is. I mean, the way she moves around inside that place, I mean, she is so suave walking through there. And
she's all over the place.
Her, so.
She's like a ping pong ball. She's all over the place. She's greeting people. She's helping with the servers. She's asking if people are fine. I mean, that is. I've worked with some promoters. I haven't had the opportunity of working with Yvette yet, but I've worked with some promoters, and they'll be at a party. That's their party. They'll sit down in a corner, bop their head, just look at the crowd, and they don't talk to anybody. She is up and around, boom, 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 boom.
Well,
boom,
that's
boom.
what I'm saying. The last time I was there, I looked in one place. I saw her here, turned around for a second, turned around again, and she's gone.
Yep.
And I find her in another corner talking to somebody else, and then she's moving around somewhere else. So you constantly are involved and keep it up with everything. So that is a great thing to see with promoters because, again, like he said, that does not always happen. So, Ron is 100% correct on that, and that's a great thing to see. You are involved with your events, so that's a beautiful thing.
I have a history of working in the industry, restaurant and bar industry, so it comes from that. I like to make sure everyone's taken care of and everyone's having a great time. And
Mama Suave.
yes.
Mama Suave.
Oh, maybe that might be my new name, Mama Suave.
Mamita Suave.
Suavecita.
Well, I did name when I have Mario Romeo and Steve Maxwell play their Sunday. It's called. We call it Dirty Domingo.
See, I told you sloppy. Let's talk about dirty. See, I wasn't far off.
It's not sloppy. You don't have to be sloppy to be dirty. It's an inside joke. That's not an inside joke anymore.
Well, we will talk more about that after Dave sees Hot Mix. Dave, what you playing for us today? Do you know? Oh,
he's going to play music.
He's just going to push.
He's going to push buttons and play some music.
Okay. Well, for those people out there, the Cutting Crew is really known for their vinyl sets. That is one of their biggest premises, and it was a great privilege. I just want to say on the air, as my friend, it was a great privilege to hook you up with some extra records to your collection.
You got to turn on his mic so everyone can hear him.
Okay, now speak. Speak.
You mean you weren't hearing me all that time?
I was hearing you, but they weren't. But our good friend of ours, mutual friend Carol, she was getting rid of some vinyl because she's moving into a different location, didn't need the extra storage, and gave me a call. And being that I don't have turntables, I said, well, the first person I thought of was, bam, your man right here, Dave C. And I gave him a call and I said, hey, there's some vinyl that I can pass on to you. And he was all over it. And if anybody out there has some good quality vinyl that you are trying to get rid of.
It's so popular, and I just back it.
You're right. It's coming back.
Yeah.
If you're trying to get rid of some and you don't know who to give it to, let us know here at the station. You could come over here on Sunday morning, drop it off with either one of us, and we'll be glad to take it off your hands. Don't come with a price tag, unless it's affordable for a crate. But if it's good stuff, right? But in this case,
DJ Pippin right now, who has an amazing vinyl collection, and I have a so-so vinyl collection, just maybe thousands, a couple thousand, maybe 3,000, 4,000.
That's it.
They as well has a big collection, so we're always in the market for something good.
and DJ Pippin, he's throwing it down over at the Post on Fridays and I believe Saturday nights as
final
well.
collection too.
Yeah. So
the 45s.
he just got
That's what I
hooked up
play
with
for a lot,
45s.
45s.
All right.
So we're gonna go and shut our mouths. We're gonna pay some bills, get into this mix with Dave C. We'll be back with Yvette talking about Suave Sunday here at the booth 312 for the best sounds in underground and house music. Stay tuned.
Did you know that people born from 1945 to 1965 have the highest rates of hepatitis C, but most don't know they're infected? People can live for decades without symptoms, but over time, hepatitis C can cause serious health problems, including liver damage and even liver cancer. If you were born from 1945 to 1965, the CDC recommends that you get a blood test for hepatitis C. So talk to your doctor about getting tested. It could save your life. A message from the CDC.
Hey, this is Ariana Grande.
What's up, everybody? I'm Bozzy. This is Calvin Harris.
This is Camila Cabello.
Hey, I'm Dua Lipa.
Hey guys, I'm Halsey.
Hey, what's up? It's Loud.
Hey everyone.
This is Salada.
It's Selena.
This is Shawn Mendes.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
This is Zed.
This is K-Joy. This is Vincent R. What's up, guys? Twitch and Scratch. You're listening to Booth 312 FM in Chicago.
And this is fresh.
We're all part of your community.
We all play a role in keeping our community safe. So protect your every day.
If you see something suspicious, say something to local authorities.
Reaching the World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
No need to worry, no need to stress, no need to hurry, no need to sweat, no need to worry, no need to stress, no need to hurry, no need to sweat, no need for money, and no regrets. I'll do it in my own sweet time. They tell you that you're late. It's time to bite the bullet. You're not doing things so well. You're not what we expected. How happy you would be if you held still for a moment. No more ecstasy, no more dancing alone. Sweet time.
I never wanted to be your weekend lover. I only wanted to be some kind of friend. Baby, I could never steal you from another. Such a shame our friendship had to end. I know the times are changing. And it's time we all reach out for something new. But you can't seem to make up your own mind, and I think you better close it. And let me guide you through the purple rain, purple rain, purple rain.
And when you're lying in her bed and you feel her arms instead of my love, and as you feel her tightening grip like a genie, I will slip in your heart. I won't give up, won't give up, won't give up, won't give up. Oh, won't give up, darling, and what you dream. Like the notes here in the song, we'll go on and on in our love, yeah. Inside out, oh darling, I wanna be so deep that you believe in me. Over and over and over again.
Hey, this is Ariana Grande.
What's up, everybody? I'm Bonzi. This is Calvin Harris.
This is Camila Cabello.
Hey, I'm Dua Lipa.
Hey guys, I'm Halsey.
Hey, what's up? It's Al.
Hey everyone.
This is Selena.
It's Selena.
This is Shawn Mendes.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
This is Zed.
This is K-Joy.
This is Vincent R. What's up, guys? Twitch and Scratch. You're listening to DaBooth312 WIIT 88.9 FM Chicago.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Booth 312. Hopefully, you guys have been tuning in, checking out the show. You guys just got done hearing the live mix by another one of our residents right here. The man we didn't know he was going to play today, but he definitely threw it out. And he came and walked straight here. He's falling all over in the studio. DJ Dave C just threw down for you guys with a great set. A lot of great vibes and sounds, and we have another lovely lady that knows about house music in here. She can tell you a little bit more, or a lot more, about her favorite day, Sundays, with her Suave Sundays.
Suave Sunday.
Suave.
Suave Sunday.
Suavecito. All right. Yvette, why don't you tell us about your Suave Sundays?
Well, it's I started the party because a lot of my age group is older, and we don't necessarily want to go out. And I didn't say I was old.
Oh, you said older.
Older than the 20-something,
Oh, okay.
30.
Because you're young.
But I'm not old, not at all.
No, hell no.
I don't, no. So
Ain't
anyway.
nobody calling you old here.
I'm just saying that we didn't, sometimes we don't, I found
You're more
a
mature
lot of
than the other
people-
crowd.
Yes.
There you go. Not older.
It's a mature Sunday party.
Suave.
Where you could bring your children if you want to.
Yeah, and they got good food there.
Good food. The food is really good. It's mostly a daytime party. It's supposed to be from 4 to 10, but sometimes it goes till midnight, depending on
The mood.
crowd and the mood,
Yeah.
and if everything's flowing perfectly, then which it always is. It's a really, really good time. The energy is great. People are great. People are coming there to have just a nice day, a nice Sunday. Hear some music. No stress about having to dress a certain way. You don't have to spend. Well, I would like for you to spend some money at the bar. But, you don't have to spend no money to get in there. Yeah, and I found a lot of people. I have to go to church. I have the kids and this and that. And I'm like, well, guess what? You could bring them too.
No excuses.
No, there's no
And
excuses.
it's really diverse. That was another nice thing to see.
Yes.
It was really diverse. You have everything from straight to gay to black to white to Hispanic. It was beautiful because it brings back the nostalgic age of when house music began, where everyone was able to enjoy the sound and the music, no matter what you looked like, no matter what you believed in.
It was what it was about.
It was what it was about. It was about the music, and it's a beautiful thing. And not only can you just go as an adult, you can bring the family, and you can get the youth actually started
Beautiful.
with that and get them to carry on the legacies.
It's a beautiful thing to see, especially in the summer when they're not in school. But it's beautiful to see the kids being able to come out there and they feel it. Even the shy ones will sit there and you can see them moving a little, and
They're
then
moving, yeah.
all they need is a little encouragement by somebody else who's just not caring about how they're dancing, what they look like. They're just being freedom dancers on the dance floor, and the kids are given the opportunity to be free with themselves too, and listen to music with positive lyrics.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
that's what house music is to me. It's love and energy flowing, and it makes you feel good, and I love being able for the parents to be able to have a good time doing that, and to let the kids be able to come and do that too.
Now, I know we didn't mention it yet, but I want to make sure you guys know Suave Sundays is held every Sunday at White Owl. So
Wise
Owl.
The smart one.
The smart one.
Suave
Wise
Sunday.
Owl.
Right. Look.
So make sure you guys check that out. How long have you been doing Wise Owl? I mean, Suave Sundays
Suave
at
Sunday
Wise Owl.
at the Wise Owl. Yeah, Suave Sunday at
Been
the
a
Wise Owl.
long day.
It's going to be going on 3 years.
Wow.
I didn't.
Okay.
It just kind of. I didn't expect anything. Actually, I just expected to have a good time and give people a space to have a good time, and I've been really fortunate and blessed to have from my customers from all the years of working in the restaurant industry. All my customers come and support. They've been following me, some of them for like over 20 years, and then to have the people that love the house music lovers come, from the dancers to the drinkers. And you can watch sports. We have TVs there, and you can watch your sports too. So, I mean, there's no reason not to come. But I've had those people come and support, and then the DJs, all of the DJs. I have been blessed to have so many different DJs come and play and want to play and have a great time playing.
Name drop. Name drop.
Name drop?
Name drop.
Oh my God. I don't want to leave anybody out because they're going to. Okay. Well, I already mentioned Mario Romeo and Steve Maxwell because they have every last Sunday. They're the only people I have on a regular rotating schedule. Last week we had Immaculate and DS Funk. And I've had tonight, let's not forget tonight, because after you listen to the show, come over to 324 South Racine, the Wise Out. There's no cover. And tonight I have DJ Tony Cruz, Joe Depressor, and Dwayne Powell. And I've had Terry Hunter, who I used to work for before. He's played, and oh my God. I feel pressure now because I'm like, what are they?
You don't want to leave anyone out.
I don't want to leave anybody out.
Yeah,
but
it's
I've had like everyone, Boo Williams, and then I've had people that you don't really hear a lot of names. You know, you don't hear them outplay. My intention with starting, another intention of mine was to also introduce DJs that not everyone hears all of the time, because I found that was a pattern here. You can hear that DJ play here, every day, every week, and then and I had a lot of people like, well, what about me? You know, I can play. And so then I've had other people
there's some great DJs out there that just don't get the opportunity.
Amazing DJs. You know, I've had Donnie and DJ Fatman and Julio Bishop and Julius, the Mad Thinker. He brought his Mikasa party there, and I've had other people come and throw their party there, and we collaborated.
Now, just to make sure, so all the listeners and the fans know about it, this is an all house music event, or do you play other styles as well?
It's all house music. It is all house.
So everything
music.
from Afro house all the way down to tech house, and then in between.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the majority of the time it's soulful house.
Okay.
With sometimes depending on, you know, I like to cater to my clientele. So if I know I'm gonna have a specific crowd, then I might have a little more Afro house or Latin, you know, house. So I do tweak it a little bit sometimes, but for the most part, I give the DJs the freedom to play whatever they want.
But you're not going to hear no ratchet, hip hop, or
you are definitely not going to hear that, because that's not. I want some positive.
And this is Suave
judgment,
Sundays, but you're not going to get any, let's say, reggaeton or bachata or cumbia or.
No, I have had some Spanish music played.
Okay.
Again, depending on.
Again, just like I said, I mean, just so we know what to
but
expect.
it's mostly soulful house music. You can get a little disco, a little Afro, a little Latin, but it's mostly house music. I have in the past had more of I've had an old school hip hop party.
Okay.
You know, yeah.
Well,
I've
today,
had
you know, honestly, today
party.
though, when you say old school hip hop today, in some realm, you know, if it's 2000, that's still old school. So I'm just saying. I mean, I know our age when we look at old school hip hop, but today, when you say old school, you know, a lot of people are looking at 2000 now.
Hip-hop.
So we're gonna start calling this Dusty's hip hop. I mean, Dusty's house and Dusty's hip hop, because 2000 now is considered old school. So
let's say more conscious.
Okay.
You know, I did do a party with. I don't know if you guys know Slick or Howie. He used to own Slick's Lounge or Beat Parlor. We did a collaboration and it was all vinyl hip hop. You know, I've had vinyl house music party. You know,
well, it's okay. Dave C is
with
with the hip hop too, so you know that's where his forte is.
And thank you for that, because now you got me like ready to go get my party started.
Oh man, well that's great. You know, we can't wait to see it. So again, you know, tell them, how can they find out more information about Suave Sundays?
Well, there is a Suave Sunday Facebook page, and it's on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and my page. Most of the stuff is on my page. So Yvette Magallon, YVETTE. Last name is Magallon. That's where you're gonna really see almost everything that I do. I do a lot of things.
Have you got on Instagram yet?
I have an Instagram, Aries Gypsy 3, but Suave Sunday does not have an Instagram.
Okay. But the way
Aries
it sounds like it doesn't even need one, because you guys are doing a great job as it is. You're already getting out there.
I've been like, knock on my head, on the wood, everywhere.
Okay. Well, I mean, we have all spoke with you, and hopefully, somewhere down the line soon, there'll be a collaboration with DaBooth312 and Suave Sunday. We've had the opportunity of being at 4 of your Suave Sundays. Had a great time.
Good. I know one time you said you were leaving, and then I saw you again. Since I'm running around all over the place, I'm like, wait.
Hadn't left yet.
I thought you left.
I was making my rounds too. I was like, bing, bing, bing. But yeah, I mean, she is all over the place. Now, there's one other aspect that I'd like you to talk about, and you're not a stranger to radio yourself.
Well, I do have a radio show called Gypsy Love Radio, and it's on Q4.org, QUE, the number 4.org. Yeah, that's going to be going on 3 years to something like that. Yeah, actually, the director of the station had been chasing me for like 4 years to do a radio show, and at that time I tried to leave house music alone for a little bit as far as promoting and all that, and I was focusing on live music and doing world music.
Okay.
Booking a lot of world music acts, which I do like to incorporate live music in the events as much as I can. So, yeah, he's like, why don't you, come on, you can do the show. And I was like, I laughed it off. And then a few years ago, I was like, it was like New Year's Eve. I'm like, why not try something different?
Okay.
So I was scared, so scared to do the show. And they're like, nobody's going to see you. You're behind the, now I do the whole thing Facebook Live. But, yeah, I was scared. I was even sweating. I don't even sweat. In case you guys want
she got sloppy then.
Dirty,
so
not sloppy.
dirty. But yeah, I was really nervous about doing the show, and I had such a blast. I admire everything that you guys do, and you guys work really well together. Thanks for having me on here. I had to learn to do the board. And obviously the programming.
You done messed up.
And I had to do everything. And I'm still, like.
You done messed up. We hear this every week we have a meeting, how I did everything. I answered the mail. I answered the phone. I went and got coffee for the guys. I even ran to the store and bought them pizza, But, yes, we have a very tight-knit family. I wish that Derek Smokin' Jones was not under weather. I'm feeling under the weather. But with everybody at full fledged, we've been going for 3 years strong now, or longer. I've been with the show for going on 3 years.
The DaBooth312 has actually been going on since 2016, and we've been progressively doing better. We're on a lot more markets. Some of the newest being Spotify, iTunes Music, iHeartRadio. We're going to be getting on. Yeah, we're going to be. We're still waiting to hear back from Pandora, but Pandora's reviewing everything, and what I'm seeing is everyone's loving our numbers, and we're moving. And knock on wood, as you say, knock on our head, that pretty soon we're going to be on TV. So we get a few TV networks looking at us too. So
very cool.
We keep working hard.
Maybe I'll get there too, or I will.
Well, just don't give up. That's the key.
Continue working with us. I mean,
it's fun. I have a good time doing it. And
we are all about supporting everybody, and whether it is bringing on the show as a guest or collaborating an event or events. Derek Smokin' Jones, if you didn't know, has the Music Alliance Festival that is on its 3rd year. And, that is something that you definitely, I seen this lady here running around just like at Suave Sunday, at the Chicago House Music Festival. And I'm like,
MC.
she's all over the place. And I'm like, wait, she has a stage? And it was awesome, and they had a very, very big crowd on there. And there's a total of 4 stages, 5. And I would say your crowd was really
I had to take I like to move around, and I was like, I got a break. All right, let me go over there, take some pictures over here, some pictures over there, say hi over here, and let me run back to my stage. And that was a lot of fun, too. I had a ball doing that, the festival.
Are you going to do it this year?
I probably.
Okay.
Probably. Yeah.
Well, let us know.
Key right there, the fact that you're enjoying it. So
I am having a great time doing all of this stuff. I never thought I would be doing stuff like this.
Now, Yvette, I was just curious, for Suave Sundays, do you have promotions that actually are sent out as well? Because I don't remember seeing like promotion flyers or anything on social media. I'm not talking about like the old school days.
I do have them on social media.
Do you? Okay, so you got to make sure you get us some of those so we can put it on our website, DaBoothRadio.com, with our events and everything.
Okay.
And then we'll help share. And again, it's about the unity aspect. We don't just preach it, but we actually do it. So it is key. And not all the Chicagoans, there is that stigma out of there. We had the stigma in Chicago that we all step on each other, but guess what? Not all of us do that. There is some unity within Chicago, and those who do not want to jump on board and help unite, well, you're going to get left behind, whether you like it or not.
Well, I think that with the times moving in that direction, we're kind of being forced, because otherwise you will be left behind.
That's
and so
right.
I am seeing that become a little bit more of a movement where people are collaborating. People are wanting now to, you see, like, you work well together, and people grow when you're helping each other. And it's not just about me and mine, So Gypsy Love Radio is, I call it like the sharing is caring show, because it is about networking. It's about promoting. I'd love to have you guys come on there as well. And it's about, I have entrepreneurs come on the show and promote their whatever it is that they do. And I like to showcase a lot of local artists and live music. So we have a stage on set, and we have live music, or I'll play a lot of live music shows. I have to throw some house music in there because, because I have to.
Got to.
And I love to. But yeah, so it's the show, Gypsy Love Radio, is on q4.org, and it's every Monday from 4 to 6.
Okay. All right, well, definitely have to check it out.
Sometimes it's an hour show, 5 to 6, but generally it's 4 to 6. And don't forget Suave Sunday.
Oh, no, we haven't.
Yeah.
You're wearing a shirt.
I am.
And you're leaving here to go do some Suave mingling.
Go get sloppy on the dance floor.
You get sloppy, I'll get dirty. All right.
Well, just don't forget us. We normally have had artists and DJs on the show before who, once again, it's the selfishness. But I know from your aura and just dealing with you, you are a wonderful person. If you have not met Yvette, go up to her, just tap her on the shoulder if she's not spinning around.
Well, I'll give you a hug during that spin and then keep it moving.
Not today, because I don't want to get you sick. Then you'll be cussing me out on your show like, that fool got me sick. No, we don't want to do that. But we love to have you come back and talk about future endeavors. It was just perfect timing that we were trying to get Randall Dean. He wasn't able to make it today. He did the track with Immaculate, who you had at Suave Sunday last Sunday. So, we'll get there. We are all about promoting, local artists. If you have your music already on sale, not it's in the works, it hasn't come out yet. If you want to debut it here, let us know. But definitely hit us up and let us know when your track has been released on Bandcamp, Basecamp, whatever, all the places where you can buy your tracks, Track Source, and then we'll review it and we'll put you on the rotation. That's just how it works. And it's not about selfishness here. We're all about supporting you.
That's
Sharing
right.
is caring.
If you guys do have those tracks and you want to get them out there, send them to MD, that's music director, MD, Derek's people, MD at DaBooth, that's DABOOTH radio.com. Send those tracks there with permission slips. We'll hit you back, and our music director will reach out to you. Check out those tracks, and we want to help support you. You help support us, and the unity will continue, and we will grow together. So that's the best thing to do. I just want to give a quick thank you to our guest Yvette for coming out, and we'll keep working together to help promote Suave Sundays. And again, the unity is not just spoken about, but it's actually followed through. It's something we do. Another thing I just want to say, a quick shout out to everyone at Sprint on 30th and Cicero. I was there a couple days ago, yesterday actually. And I can't even keep up with my days no more. No, actually it was a couple days ago. I stand correct. A couple days ago I was there, and they couldn't help enough, and they were very kind. So a quick shout out to Sean, Noel, and Jay. Thank you so much, guys, for helping out and doing everything you could to help out. I'm sure you'll be hearing from us again soon, because there's been talks that they may want us to come there and spin as well. So we'll be talking to Sprint and see what we could do for them. A quick update on the Kobe Bryant unfortunate incident, tragedy. Now reports, they are not completely confirmed yet, because investigators are searching through, but reports now that there were 9 people in total that were on the helicopter, 1 pilot, 8 passengers.
Oh, wow.
The only 2 names that are confirmed currently are Kobe Bryant and Gianna Bryant, his 13-year-old daughter. So, again, prayers go out to all the families or all the loved ones for the lost lives of this tragedy. But especially, of course, again, to Kobe Bryant and Gianna Bryant's family. Again, we're being told that Vanessa was not on the helicopter for this, but it's still a sad tragedy to lose any loved one. But when you start losing multiple loved ones in the same incident, it really hurts. So our prayers and condolences do go out to all the families for this tragedy and, all the loved ones. Next week, we have another great show, and you guys got to keep following us to get the information so you guys know who's going to be playing, who's going to be throwing down. I'll give you a hint. One of our residents is here today that's going to be throwing down for you guys, and you actually heard him. So stick around for more of his lovely mixes. Unless he has to be other places. He'll be here and throw it out for you guys, but nevertheless, we will always continue giving you guys the best sounds of the underground on the Booth 312. Any final thoughts from you, Ron?
Any other updates on the coronavirus?
No further updates right now. We are being told from FEMA and CDC, make sure you guys do wash your hands, stay clean. If you guys do have Lysol, use it as much as possible. They're saying that Lysol right now, catching it early will help kill the viruses off.
Not you catching it, but...
Well, not when you catch it. They do not have anything as of right now. If you do catch it, they do not have anything. So be preventive. Prevent the virus from even catching to you. Dave's got something to say as well. Go ahead, Dave.
No, I just want to talk about a couple of events I got coming up next week.
You get your mic in because I don't hear you on there, man. Why don't you get over here and get on the mic next to me then?
You got me up.
Because for some reason you're not coming in on the mic. I don't know why.
Come here.
We don't want to hear you.
She's like, come here. Get over here.
Yeah, I got a couple of events coming.
You got to turn on his mic next too. See, nobody wants
look
to
at
that.
The show's going to be over and you'll finally hear me talk.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm trying to find the other event. But Saturday, I'll be at Vegas in Indiana.
Okay.
Liddell Townsend, myself. Who else is going to be there? Gabriel Rock the House. February 1st at Vegas. Hold on, let me see. I got my glasses on and I still can't see.
Wow. He's really concentrating too.
Yeah, good thing that we're not pressed for time, huh? 213 North Broad Street in Griffith, Indiana.
Okay.
And I can't find the other flyer for the other one, but I'll be somewhere on Friday as well.
Okay.
Everybody.
I think that one should be on the Booth Radio .com as well.
Southside event, 80s, all 80s event.
Okay. Well, I want to give an early birthday shout out to our good friend here at the station, Peace RTG. He will be celebrating his 50th birthday party coming up.
Nice.
All right.
Happy birthday, Peace.
Yes, that is my brother from another mother. But unfortunately, it is not a public event. It is an invite only. Yours truly has been invited.
I didn't get my invite yet.
I'm calling him right now.
I got mine.
let me check my inbox.
I got mine. And I hope that you get yours too, and you can come. But this is a milestone. 50 years old, that's once again a milestone. I mean, and he's a wonderful DJ. If you haven't heard him play before, I don't know where you've been at.
He's played at Suave Sunday.
He's played at Suave Sunday.
There you go.
We've had the opportunity to be at his home for some New Year's Eve parties. Which were fabuloso. Not fabuloso. Fabuloso. I made up my own word.
Fabuloso.
It's my
Not
word.
like the mopping water.
I was going to say fabuloso.
No, not like the mopping water.
It's not
this
clean,
ain't-
it's dirty.
This ain't mopping nothing. This dude can
Although
throw
the
a
house
party.
is very clean.
His house is
Yeah. Oh,
immaculate.
Yeah.
No pun intended for immaculate, but his house is immaculate. And I'm looking forward to that party on February 8th. Reaching further down the road, and we'll have more information on this later, yours truly will be out in L.A. on February 22nd with our good friend who's been on the show here before, Nestor. And I'll have more details about where that location is. And if you're going to be out in L.A., we'd love to have you come out and show some Chicago love. So stay tuned.
Shout out to Rhyme Master Rudy Flores tuning in, staying with us. So thank you so much for your loyalty and sticking with us. Don't forget, share. Yeah, keep breathing, man. All right, we're almost done. We're almost out of here, man. We're almost out.
Do you have anything?
We're almost out. Relax. All right. Wait, we get something else, Dave?
Oh yeah, Friday I'll be at the Out of Space, which is where is it?
You're out of space right now.
It's in Berwyn. It's 6840 West 32nd Street in Berwyn. I'll be there Friday.
Berwyn, huh?
I don't know if we have the vinyl out that
real
night
quick.
or not. It's an 80s event.
Real quick, I want to give another shout out to our other good friend, Luis Chavez. He was throwing down on Friday at Angie's Lounge, which I saw the videos. I wasn't able to make it, but he threw down as that dude.
David Hitmix was there as well for that one.
Yes.
Yeah, I couldn't make that either. I felt bad, but yeah, I heard they definitely threw it out.
They
Great job.
blew that place up. I mean, I saw a lot of videos of it. Good job, guys.
Beto, I'm trying to come back out, man. I'm just so busy. Trust me, I'm really trying to come back out.
I went to school, grade school with Beto Rosales. So, you know, keep doing your thing out there at Angie's Lounge. Represent house music like you all do. With that being said, go around the table. Does anybody have any last words?
I do.
Oh, okay.
So I just want to mention that I do have a few parties coming up for Suave Sunday, and Sean T will be spinning, Vic Lavender, DJ Box, Steve and Mario again, and there's a few more. There's a few more that I'm trying to hurry up and look, but I can't find it. But Suave Sunday, 325
Well,
South
get us those
16th.
promos, and we'll definitely get it up for everybody.
For sure. And on Wednesdays, I'm at Mr. Brown's Lounge.
That's right.
And it's Real House Music with Joe DePresser and Sean Smith.
We've had him on the show as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're at Mr. Brown's Lounge, West Town. That's 2301 West Chicago Avenue. And Gypsy Love Radio.
What time was that from?
7 to midnight, and there's no cover at Mr. Brown's Lounge.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, you know, if you want to find out more about Suave Sundays and everything else that Yvette's doing, you guys got to check out her page, and also check out ours at DaBooth312 and all of our events page. So as we get those event promos, we'll be putting them up, so you guys can always keep finding all the great events for house music. All right, guys, we appreciate you tuning in, and we love you as always. Don't forget to tune in each and every Sunday right here on DaBoothRadio.com, WIT 88.9 FM Chicago, and all of our multiple sites. Just search DaBooth312, and you can find us anywhere and everywhere in the world. If we haven't been found, let us know. We'll definitely find the location you're trying to look for us. All right. Till next week, guys. We love yous. Peace.
Hey, it's Mike Aubrey, the real estate expert. I spend a lot of time driving through neighborhoods. Guess what I see? Lost, confused homeowners. There's one now, driving in circles.
Hey, pal, need some help? I've been looking for a better mortgage, but I'm not getting anywhere.
They're searching and searching for refinancing. But even though they are current on their payments, they just can't find a lower rate or better terms because they're underwater on their mortgages.
Talk about getting the runaround.
But there is one place to look if your mortgage is owned by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac.
Mike, can you get me out of here?
Come on, follow me. I've got the answer.
HARP, HARP. It's a government refinance